Is there a veteran in your life that you love? Do you have a veteran or an active duty service member in your family? Do you have a friend who is on active duty or is a veteran? Do you know someone who volunteered to place themselves in harm's way to serve our nation and protect our freedoms? Have you ever thanked them and shown them your love for their sacrifice? Hi, I'm Gordon Betts, U.S. Navy veteran. As a nation, we have three major holidays when we celebrate our nation, our living veterans, and those who gave their lives as an act of love for our nation. We observe Memorial Day on the last Monday in May. On that day, we recognize the 1.3 million men and women who have sacrificed themselves on our behalf. The 4th of July, that day in 1776 when a group of American colonists offered up their fortunes and their lives for the independence of our nation so that America could be free. We celebrate Veterans Day on the 11th day of November. This is when we recognize the service of those veterans who have spent time in service protecting our nation. How do you recognize those that have served? Pause and reflect for a moment about the men that stormed Normandy. The first men off those boats knew they were probably going to die. That didn't slow them down. And so the Allied forces flooded the beach of Normandy, and that was the beginning of the end for the Nazis. How can you say thanks to people like that? In Jima, over 6,800 died to take that tiny island on their march to the Japanese homeland to put an end to Imperial Japan. How do you honor such courage? And then there's the many, many veterans that return home wounded. Have you ever recognized their service? Do you show your pride in your country? Most of us who served never saw combat, but many of our brothers and sisters did, and many of them were wounded in combat. How are you going to recognize their service? If you're a veteran, be proud. Let people know. Tell people you served and were willing to put your life on the line to protect their freedoms. If you have a friend or family member who served, have you shown your thanks? You should recognize their service. You can wear shirts, you can use mugs, you can post yard signs. Do this to recognize their service to our country. So quit fiddle farting around and say thanks today. Click on the link below and go to the Proud to Be a Veterans store. Here you'll find a range of clothing items, coffee mugs, and yard signs. Buy for yourself to show your pride. Buy as gifts for those important people in your life. Don't wait another minute. Click the link to go to Proud to Be a Veteran right this minute and show your thanks and your pride. On behalf of all veterans, thank you for recognizing our service.